G'day. I'm going to give you a quick run through a time-saving tip that hopefully will just make entering in transactions a little bit easier. I'm just going to show you doing a creditor invoice. So we're buying some parts from a supplier, for example. I'm just going to choose my supplier. I'm going to come through, put in a reference number, and I'm going to come to the reference date. Now this actually applies to any date field in the system where you're doing a transaction. So this could be a sales invoice, a purchase invoice, a journal, a receipt, a payment, any of those sorts of things this applies to. Most of you guys know, whoever's been using Autosoft for any length of time, that when you're in a date field you press Control D and it pops up a calendar. Now Control D is pretty cool. You're able to just use the mouse and maybe click on it. You can, for example, use the arrow keys and just move around and choose one and press enter, and it'll bring that date into the system. Okay. But what I bet most of you, and I'm just going to set this back to the current date, what I bet you didn't know is that you can use the arrow keys to change the date as well. So what often happens, especially in a creditor invoice, is you often get the invoice and it comes in and it's dated as, say, yesterday's or maybe 2 days ago or something like that. What you can do when you're in the reference date, if you press the down arrow, that'll take you to yesterday's date. You press down arrow again, takes you to the day before. In the same vein, you can press the up arrow. So up arrow a couple of times takes you to future dates. Yeah, so you can go up and down and change those dates by using the up and down arrows. So that's a pretty cool, very quick time-saving feature. So instead of having to either type in the date or go into here and manually sort of change the date here, you can let's just change it back to today's date, press down arrow, and then continue on. So let's say it was an invoice for yesterday's date. So I hope that's just a little trick that will save you, just make it a little bit more efficient for you to enter in some transactions. So I hope that's valuable to you. Thank you.